So is the nursing pay really worth the stress? A lot of persons might ask, because when you look at one shift you work and you're looking at your pay, a lot of times we're saying but let's just be honest here. If nursing paid minimum wage, nobody would really stay. So the real question is the money actually worth the stress, the burnout, the emotional toll that it has taken on, you know, a lot of us? So let's just talk about it. Welcome back to the page here. My name is Stacey and thank you so much for tuning in to Think Nursing, where, you know, I just talk about real nursing stories. I talk about the real side of nursing. We talk about the pay, the pressure, burnout, and the growth, and everything else in between. So this video is especially for nursing students and the new grads who are already asking themselves, did I choose the right career? Because you probably realize that, oh, the amount of work that you have to do, and when you look at your paycheck, it doesn't really adds up. But what people really think about nurses and their pay, people think nurses get paid to give medications, to start IVs, to chart, you know, to do perineal care or bed bath. That is not what drains us. We get paid for the emotional labor, being short-staffed, being responsible for our human lives, taking verbal abuse, missing breaks, and still showing up for the next shift. Yes, that's what exactly we are being paid for, because that is the, you know, the general thing that is happening in society today. Let's look at the pay and the stress, because yes, nursing pay is better than many jobs that are out there that doesn't require, like, you know, an advanced degree. But on some days, the stress feels heavier than the paycheck, and that is what a lot of persons are concerned about. You might have a bad shift and it can make a good salary even feel like it's not worth it. And that is something that a lot of us as nurses feel, but we're not saying it out aloud, because what? We have bills to pay and we don't want to be criticized, because then people are going to be saying why you went into that field. But nursing, is it really worth it? It's only worth it when we have good leadership or supportive leadership, full staff, you know, when the department fits your personality, you're not picking up extra shifts to survive. That is when it actually feels as though it's worth it. That's when nurses can say that, yes, it feels sustainable based on what you're getting for your pay. When it doesn't feel right or worth it is when you are constantly like exhausted. You're feeling so burnt out. You dread going into work. Your mental health is declining. You're underpaid for work that, you know, the workload is just too much. You're sacrificing your life outside of work. That's when you realize that nurses start leaving the bedside, and we look at it and say, yes, it makes sense. Because what's the sense, you know, dealing with all of this and not being compensated well? But the truth is, nursing pay alone is not enough. What makes nursing worth it is the flexibility, the options, and the growth. So just think of it that you're not stuck, because you can change units, you can change specialties, you can change schedules, or even roles entirely. So if you are looking at your nursing pay and you're wondering, is it worth the stress? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. And it's okay to feel both, because we're human. If you're feeling burnt out, just go ahead and, you know, find a different department, change something about it. Don't think of it that you have failed. All right. Nursing is a career that has many pathways, and it's not a life sentence. So if you realize that bedside nursing is not yours, find something in home health or something else. Just go ahead and tell me if you feel more stressed about the work that you're doing in comparison to your pay. Just go ahead and tell me if you feel as though you're being compensated well for the amount of work that you're doing in comparison to the stress that you deal with on a daily basis in the comment box below. Until then, thank you so much for tuning in, and remember to subscribe to my YouTube page here, I Think Nursing, and follow me on TikTok as well, and you know, just be a part of the platform. Until then, I will see you in the next video. Bye.